People are leaving America with no date of return. Yo, did everybody read the 4-Hour Work Week? Or is there something that's just clicking in people's mind to go ahead and get on that plane and don't come back?
2026 will probably be my last year in America. I don't know how to work hard, so America is not for me.
It's crazy how cheap it is to live abroad than it is living in America. You know, I got all my groceries for around 2 weeks and I paid $30. How crazy is it that when you leave America, you realize, bro, the food is more healthier. It's so damn cheap. Imagine having your full groceries for over 2 weeks for $30. How much do you spend on groceries right now for 2 weeks? $100, $200? Bro, I'm so happy I fucking left America. I'm not gonna lie. It is so damn cheap.
Our people have stumbled upon the cheat code. The small things keep us happy in life, like $30 grocery bills. Cheap meals, you don't even need no wheels, right? My boy walking, but he happy to have them groceries for the low. Yeah, when you go out the country and you get cheaper, healthier food, there's no need to return.
I left America 6 months ago and my life is infinitely better. Let's talk about it. First things first, I've talked about this in other videos, but it cost me around $1,000 to leave the States, which is significantly less money than I ever anticipated. And I think it's a really important thing for everyone to be talking about, that it actually costs a lot less than you might think to leave the US. Since moving abroad, these are the things that have improved in my life. First and foremost, my physical health is infinitely better. Why? The food is better. The air quality is better. I'm happier. I'm less stressed out. Medicine and healthcare is way more affordable. Like, we're talking apples and oranges. People are nicer here because they are happier here. It is significantly easier to cultivate community in a place where people are trusting and loving and empathetic and kind. And I cannot stress this enough. My central nervous system is relaxed and calm for the first time in my life.
Quitting my job and leaving the US was literally the best decision I have ever made. I think the old American dream that they sold us in the 50s, 60s, 70s is dead. The new American dream is peace and rest and financial stability. And a lot of times you can't get that with the house that they tell you got to get the house with the picket fence, white picket fence, whatever. A lot of times you can't get that. Financial stability means renting an apartment, then that's what it means. If peace means taking a break from America, then that's what it is. It's not really just like, oh, the American dream is no longer the American dream. It's the fact that you can barely breathe. Like, you really can't take time off work without worrying about bills. And then when you leave the house, you spend $100 minimum. And I feel like I did everything right. Excuse me, I just left the gym. I feel like I did everything right. Like, I went to school, got multiple degrees, got the house, got the car, you know, the American dream, got married, but I just wasn't happy. I just didn't want to participate in a life in America anymore. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to take a break in life.
Yes, all truth, no lies. You can hardly afford to survive. And look, they're going to charge you for breathing in a minute. You're going to have a bill come in the mail, say, yeah, you got to pay a breathing fee. I'm talking about everything costs in America. The people that left don't want to come back ever. They'll do anything necessary to never come back.
This is just another reminder of why I will never move back to America. I've been living in Thailand for over 2 years now. And whenever people ask me if I will ever move back to America, especially now that I have a young son, I have a 7-month-old son, and they ask, you know, with the public school, the education's better and this and that than it is in Thailand. And I couldn't care less. I really couldn't. I don't think most Americans realize that most places in the world don't live like that. They don't. And you know, I've been through some situations in my life when I was in America. I mean, I had situations where I had pew-pews pressed to my head and I was in crowds when they went off, and you know, just situations. And so maybe I'm a little bit more tainted than someone who hasn't been through those things, but you know, it took me probably 6 months of living out here full time and going out in public all the time and being around people to shake this underlying layer of stress and anxiety that I believe almost every American has and doesn't realize they have. And it's a combination of everything. It's a combination of the things that are actually happening, right? Because those things aren't fake, they're really happening. And it's a combination of how the media portrays it, how they push it, the division, the narratives that are cast upon everyone throughout social media and the news outlets and all these things. It's a combination of all of it. And living here in Thailand, I just don't even think about it. When we go to the mall, when we go to a festival, when we go to a public place, when I think about sending my son to school here in a few years, doesn't even cross my mind. And that to me is worth whatever effort, price I have to pay to be out here and not go back. So my suggestion to anyone who is, self-aware enough to realize that it's not like that everywhere is to do what you can to experience it. And I'm not talking about just going on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm talking about experiencing somewhere else that you don't have to deal with these things all the time, and see how you feel after 3 months, 4 months. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, hopefully you realize that the only thing that matters is that you and your family are safe, healthy, and happy. And no one else is going to provide you that security but yourself. And all that loyalty stuff to whatever, it doesn't get you very far. At the end of the day, it just doesn't. And sorry, but that's the truth. And I hope you guys are doing okay. And I hope everything is okay. Who knows, man? The world is crazy. But this is my view right now out here in Thailand, and I'll take it.
Say, brother, the only thing that matters in America, if you and your family are safe, healthy, and happy, yes, that may be true. Safety in America, everybody got a gun in their house. Violence, we hear about that daily. It's not that safe. Healthy, the food, compared to other countries, they would have to put warning labels on our food in comparison. Like those other countries would have to put warning labels like a pack of cigarettes. The food that we consume daily, let me say it again, I might have said it a little wrong. The food that we consume daily in other countries, if they were to sell that food, they would have to put a warning label as if you were buying a pack of cigarettes, saying how damaging it is. So we got 2 out of the 3. Happiness, everybody depressed out here. If that's all that matters, everything else that everybody chasing in America really don't matter, which is true. That's why everybody leaving. You can get that in those other countries.